Hi, Jason Dixon here for your training tip for Tuesday. We have a lot of different human needs. Most of the time when we are using them in moderation, they serve us really well. Contribution, for example, acting ethically, a sense of pride, need for approval or approval of others. They work really well when used correctly. The problem we sometimes run into, especially in sales environments, is if we take some of them too far, it shows up in really bad ways. For example, need for approval. Having the approval of others is a good thing. It's not bad. Again, in moderation. We want to be liked. We want to like other people. But imagine for a second in the sales environment, if you're someone that has a strong desire to be liked or a high need for approval, your job in that moment is to ask tough pain questions and really understand what the issue or challenges are that that prospect is dealing with. If we have a high need for approval, we sometimes make a decision between asking that next tough question or making some assumptions about what they're really saying there because we want to make sure that they're liking us. And we've all seen this, and maybe it's never happened to you, but we've been in situations or you've seen situations where a salesperson starts going down a path of asking those tough questions. Maybe it's about budget or maybe it's about a lack of response that an organization is getting, and your products or services can definitely help there. The prospect may get uncomfortable. They may not like the direction that that's going. They may not feel good about it, and that's okay as long as we're not taking it too far. The problem is, though, with somebody that has a high need for approval, we may back out of that situation. We may notice that they're getting uncomfortable, and we back off. We start making some assumptions. We didn't finish the deal. We didn't finish that conversation. So here's the deal. We all have a need for approval. At some level, we all do, and that's a good thing. The first step to fixing this problem is to, one, acknowledge the fact that we do have a need for approval, and some of us have a higher need for approval than others. Second step is to have a desire to fix it. If you look back over situations where you've run into these challenges before or where you've noticed, you've had the awareness that prospect was getting uncomfortable and you've backed out of that conversation, you didn't end up getting the sale because they didn't really truly understand the value that your products or services provide, that's probably a reason enough to have a desire to fix this. Third thing that we need to do is change the story a little bit, change the language, change from a need for approval to a need for respect. Instead of thinking to yourself, gosh, I hope these people like me, or I hope this prospect likes me, change your story to, I need to make sure that this prospect respects me, and I want to respect my prospect. I need them, they need me. I believe my products or services will help fill the gap that they're having, so we have to have mutual respect with one another. Finally, after all that's done, and if that's in place and we have that mutual respect, the fourth step is to ask that one more question, take it one more step. What we'll find is that by staying in that pain funnel a little bit, staying in that tough questioning process that you're in, you'll ultimately end up getting more truth out of the prospect. You'll ultimately end up being able to generate a better return on their investment for your products or services, and you'll be able to make a better presentation or a better case for why they should be using you. So this is a tough one. There's a lot that goes into this. If there's anything more that we can talk with you about or walk you through this with our processes, we'd love to have the conversation with you. Feel free to reach out to me or any of the other consultants here at Neuberger & Company. Thanks.